Welcome back. As we promised, we are going to take you in one of our main segments of our breakfast show today to Upper Egypt, to one of the most beautiful provinces we have, to Sohag, and to speak particularly about the museums there and about the National Museum there. To shed more light on this, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Mr. Waleed Batouti, former counselor to the Minister of Tourism. Thank you very much for being with us, sir. A very good morning.
Very, very good morning to you.
Sir, if we are going to speak about Upper Egypt, we all know it's very normal to speak about Luxor, about Aswan, about those places as the important places when it comes to our monument there. But not so many people know that Sohag is also one of the important provinces we have, which has such a big history when it comes to our ancient civilization. Would you please, sir, give us more details about Sohag and its history?
Look, I'm glad you opened the subject, which is all these sites in the old days we used to do Cairo, Aswan, and Aswan, Cairo by the cruise ship. Either we used to do it by the boats or we used to do it by buses. It's called the bus tour, which we cover the whole of Egypt. And of course, Sohag used to have a big share due to the fact that a very important temple over there is the temple of Abydos, and we used to stop and go and visit such a magnificent temple. Added to that, the Egyptian government have added the National Museum of Sohag, which day and day, of course, they are adding things to it, and they're adding things to it from the other museums. Okay, and from the digs. Bear in mind, we have active digs that is going over there. We have shown to Zirib, and we have lots of other places that goes back even to the pre-dynastic. So it is Sohag is very important, like any other spot in the whole entire country. And what is going on now that the new Egypt is not focusing on particular areas like we say Giza, like we say Alexandria, we say Luxor and Aswan. No, the idea that it's bringing up all the best of every governorate in Egypt, and we want tourists to come and visit all of them if it's possible.
Yes, this is to change the tourism map in Egypt, sir, at large. And as you've kindly mentioned, we are all the time that proud of having museums scattered all over Egypt nowadays. So it's not something strange to find a museum in Kafr al-Sheikh, for example, in Delta, and to speak about new discoveries in Ilminia, in Sohag, because under every stone there is something to speak about, and there is a trace of our civilizations, not only one civilization. But if you permit me, sir, we are going to focus on Sohag today. What we can say about its National Museum, or what's very special about it?
Okay, well, you know, especially yesterday, they have unveiled 5 new pieces, or 5 pieces newly displayed. Let's put it this way. So the Sohag National Museum is a great addition, and I urge every Egyptian and every travel company to add this if it's possible. That's what the government is trying to work on, is to extend the days of the visit of the tourist so they would come and spend longer time and give themselves time to be able to travel to Sohag and visit of course, the Temple of Abydos and the museum there. So that would extend from the visit of every tourist at least an extra day. That's what we're working on.
Yeah.
But going back to one thing, which, if you permit me, I know you're focusing on Sohag, yes, but there is, you know, because of the World Tourism Day, the Egyptian government has been working hard as well. Ministry of Tourism and Ministry of Antiquity, they've been working with every governorate in Egypt. They had a program to have a promotion of every governorate in Egypt. Suhaig,
Yes.
of course, has a great share. Ramesses II and his son, Seti I and his son Ramesses II, they built such a magnificent temple over there. And as I told you, the digs that it's working there, the archaeological digs, finding things. Of course, some of the most important pieces, they moved to the Cairo Egyptian Museum, to Jim, to the Civilization Museum. But it will be unfair to pull these things out from Suhaig and not to give Suhaig specialty a little bit of what comes out from their territory. So I think that's what they're doing these days, to encourage and spread the map. Let's put it, I think this is the right word for it, to spread the map of archaeological sites throughout the country, to encourage people to go and visit more and more and attract them to go and see it. It will not be nice if we find it in Suhaig and pull it out and bring it all the way to Cairo Museum or to Jim, which we do, okay?
Yep.
But some of the attractive pieces should stay where it belongs, to attract people to the site itself. Maybe that's what it's meant to be. In my opinion, this is what it's meant to be, is these things are in Egypt, buried underground throughout the country, to bring good things, to bring good deeds to the people who live in the site itself, in Suhaig itself, in Asyut itself.
Yes.
In
Al-Minya.
Ina itself.
Yes.
In Al-Minya, of course. Al-Minya. Talk to me about Al-Minya. And by the way, soon, I'm giving you this as an exclusive, soon you will hear very good news coming from Saqqara.
Yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah, everything is going throughout the whole entire country. I think all what we need to do is we need to be optimistic.
We are, sir, optimistic, and we are also proud of what we have. And we were speaking about Suhaig, as I said in my intro, because we should add to our knowledge, even as Egyptians. It's not only about Luxor and Aswan. It's about Suhaig, it's about Al-Minya, it's about Tun al-Jabal, it's about Tell al-Amarna. We do have a lot of places which we should visit and know more ourselves, to be more proud of our ancient civilization. And sir,
May I say that I'm very impressed with your knowledge? I'm very, very impressed. As you just naming sites, yes, we need to focus on them. We need Egyptians to go. Let me tell you one quick thing, and I would like to give this specially to you. Yesterday, I had 5 big travel agents, 3 from the United States of America and 2 from Peru. And they were visiting the New Civilization Museum. And you know what they said to me?
Yeah.
They said, Waleed, Egypt is also changing the perspective of museums to visitors, because, the display, the air condition, the facilities, the everything. And this is how the Suhaig Museum is.
yeah.
It's the same standard. It's not less. It's the same standard, if it's not even better. It's getting better and better. In all these museums, there is a big movement of upgrading all the museums of Egypt.
Yeah. Sir, but tell you something. You were speaking about such a wonderful experience you had. But I myself, I'm not coming from it. I would be that proud to be from Upper Egypt, of course. But I'm coming from the Delta, from Al-Daqahliya. And you know that Al-Sharqiyya is that close to us. And when it comes to San al-Hagar, for example, we are speaking about the Thebes of the Delta. And this place can be another open museum, exactly as Luxor. How do you see this as another side of the coin? And if it's going to be displayed that way to the whole world, to what extent it's going to add value to the Delta in general?
In the ancient Egyptian history, we had Thebes and we had Memphis. But as you said, in San al-Hagar and Tanis, this is the Karnak of the north, in the Delta. what the Egyptian government has been doing recently is upgrading the highways. One of the biggest problem in the old days, because see, I've done all of this 30 years ago. I used to do it, I used to do what is called bus tour, and the bus tour is I would cover Egypt from Alexandria all the way to Abu Simbel.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you an interesting thing. The difficulties going to Tanis and San al-Hagar was the roads, the small highways, the difficulties in the roads, sometimes the cars are driving in the opposite direction, and all of these things. That's the hardest part of going there. Now, with the upgrading of all our highways, that makes the approach from point A to B and Z is easy.
Yes.
This is going to help a lot. Sometimes people, they say, what does the highway do? No, highways adds value and makes it easier
Build it
to
and they'll
approach
come.
these areas.
This is it.
Exactly.
And we are going to end with a very nice sentence you said. We should be optimistic. We are optimistic. Tomorrow is another day. Egypt is on the right path and nothing is going to hold us back. Well,
Yes.
Mr. Waleed Batouti, former counselor to the Minister of Tourism, thank you very much for your input, sir. You are all the time an added value to our programs. Thank you very much once again and have a very good day. Well, by this we come to the end of this episode of our breakfast show. Tomorrow is another day with another crew. You were in the company of my dear colleague Amal Mukhtar and myself, Nermeen Abdurrahman. Many thanks for watching. For more details, please log on to www.nileinternational.net.